The role the media plays in informing the masses is widely appreciated by almost every reader, listener, and viewer, that is, for newspaper, radio, and television. However, there is one area of reporting which many news followers have come to realize that it has not been given enough coverage compared to other areas. Business news is said to have been sidelined by most media organizations and practitioners for reasons not well known. Zambian media is one of the many that has been cited for not giving business news the prominence it deserves. For this reason and others, a media organization's partners group has launched a media award in business reporting with the aim of promoting the coverage of business news. The competition, dubbed Young Zambian Journalist Business Reporters, will run annually and calls for participation in writing on business and economic issues from all pen and paper lovers, regardless of their profession. Speaking during the launch of the awards and subsequent awarding of the competition's first winner in Lusaka yesterday, Information and Broadcasting Services Minister Joseph Katema says local journalists have chosen to report more on political issues than business.
Business and economic reporting remains largely underdeveloped and underappreciated among the media fraternity in this country. This can be attributed to a variety of factors. Chief among them are lack of specialization and misplaced priorities in the media's information dissemination agenda. In this regard, government observes with concern the media's appetite for political issues at the expense and exclusion of more urgent and important issues of the economy and other developmental programs and projects that put food on the table, drugs in the hospitals, desks in schools, and indeed more money in people's pockets.
Mr. Katema has further stated that government is not interested in politicking but developing the nation. Hence, he scorned the media practitioners in the country to report more on business and economic issues.
This government was elected into office with a clear and precise mandate to deliver development to the people of Zambia, and we are busy delivering on this premise and promise, and results are there for all to see. New schools, colleges and universities are being built all over the country, and so are hospitals, roads, and other critical economic and social infrastructure, too numerous to itemize. I can only urge the media in the country to redefine and realign its reportorial and editorial priorities by according business and other economic and developmental issues the priority and importance they deserve in moving our national development agenda forward. Our people deserve this, and they expect it. We have a situation where one reporter is sent to cover a press briefing on HIV/AIDS in the morning. The same reporter is assigned to cover political defections at noon and ends the day with the coverage of a football match between Zanaco and Red Arrows. A jack of all trades and a master of none.
And Swedish ambassador to Zambia, Lena Nordstrom, whose embassy hosted the finalists for 1 week, says there is a clear indication that reporting on business helps a particular country win the heart of investors.
Reporting on business and economic related topics can both create and build new trade relations. The statistics tell us that Zambia is one of the 10 fastest growing economies in the world, that foreign direct investment rose more than 200% in Zambia since 2003, that non-traditional exports from Zambia rose with 300% between 2008 and 2012. It's easier to do business in Zambia and with Zambia than with many other countries in Africa, according to all indexes, like the World Bank Doing Business, the Global Competitiveness Index, and Transparency International's Perception Index.
And Partners Group Chief Executive Officer Jonathan Case has hailed government for creating a conducive business environment.
As Partners Group, we realize the role the media plays in development of any country, and we are proud to join hands with our partners to provide a platform for business and economic matters to evolve in Zambia. We also wish to commend the government of the Republic of Zambia and His Excellency Mr. Michael Chilufya Sata for providing an enabling environment to discuss business and development in Zambia.
Meanwhile, Professional Insurance Managing Director Geoffrey Chirwa says there are few Zambians that have the knowledge and appreciation of how this country is doing economically and what they can do to contribute further and positively to the success story and to the benefit of all Zambians.
The Zambian media has the responsibility as well as the opportunity to provide society with objective, accurate and timely information coupled with thorough analysis of economic trends and events. Today, there is a growing need and demand in Zambia for journalists with a knowledge in the field of business and economics to write on business and economic issues, and more importantly, to interpret the implications to the public through various media. Business and economic reports, particularly in terms of the print media, generally focus on describing specific events without providing the background and analysis necessary for the public to understand the potential effects of such reports. It is not enough, for instance, to merely report on GDP growth. We need to break down the term GDP as an example to a level which will be understood and appreciated by ordinary Zambians. Business news in Zambia is not given the prominence and attention it rightfully deserves. It is given a by the way sort of tag.
The Media Award, which is the first in the country, has been presented to 23-year-old David Ngenda, whose winning article was about the internet. The award includes a full-paid trip to Sweden for 4 days. Macperson, Mukuka, ZNBC Radio 2 in Lusaka.